unicorn chibi. We got the Stonehenge Aqua Cold Press 300-pound paper, super thick paper. And let's see, I just got a piece of water on there. Also, I wanted to do some foliage from outdoors, but we're just going to start with this. And I say let's just jump right in. I have my 3 primary palettes here, and that's going to be our color selection. And a couple of big brushes. I'm trying to jump into bigger brushes, so I guess we probably want this over here. Let me just lean this. I don't really. Oh, hey, do you think we got the? I think we got a thing to hold the camera here, but here for right now, I'm just gonna lean this here for a good view of our chibi and live chibi model. It's not really working. Okay, there you go. I got to organize myself a little bit here. Got a towel ready, and I guess what we're gonna do is prime the paper. There's a big sheet of paper. I want to pretty much just do the top half. So rubbing water all over the paper. And that's what they call priming the paper. And then we don't have to jump right in. That's just gonna help us to soften the initial stages. Here, let's grab another piece of towel and let's see. All right, let's get our chibi model back here. What do you think? Should we have this in the picture? I don't know. A nice, let's have that in there. It'll be right in here. This wood background, I don't know about that. I think maybe a white background would be better. Oops. I'm gonna put this. Okay, that looks good. All right. Okay, let's jump right in. Ready? I don't want to be too literal, but why don't we start with some kind of violet? And we don't really need to match that violet exactly, but we just happen to have a violet here. And that looks pretty good, but let's see. Here it goes. You just start. See the shadow here that looks like some of the darker areas right there, and then down here, let me just start with that. So let's go like right here, there, here. Okay, and just one right there. And see, since we got the water on the paper, it's bleeding all over the place, but we don't care because we are going in with big bold strokes in the beginning, and there we go. And now our paint is lighter, so here try to get that ear shape going, and this should come down. It's going to be the side of the thing, and I'm going to dip in with water, and I'm just going to try to bring this all, and then we want eye there. That's going to be the nose. And here I'm just going to try to pull some of that, up. And we got a red heart here, pink heart, so we gotta keep that in mind. Here I'm gonna leave a little white, you see that little white dot right there, leaving that in. That kind of thing is gonna help us out with perspective and depth later down the road. Here I'm just gonna try and do this area right there. And here goes, let's see that, okay, and take a little line there, and then that was, we're gonna put a line there later. I'm going to deviate from that color and get into this, which is a similar color, but it's more on the Payne's gray side. So, I mean, if you're out trying this at home, use violet and black. You could probably emulate that color. I'll just try that, and I want to. What are we doing? Let's try a shadow right. Oh wow, that looks great. All right, we going places. Look at that. Wow. All right. I'm gonna try to get a harder edge right there. And if you ask me, we're looking good. What happened? Is it raining? Ah, he's on the lookout, isn't he? All right, let's see. Try to get it dark right here. And how are we gonna depict this glittery thing here? I'm not sure, but I would say a starting point, we would try to get a pink. So I don't seem to have any white. Oh, here's a white. I hardly ever use white, but in this instant, we're gonna bust into the white. And so I always debate about buying the Daniel Smith white. Hey Moo, thanks a lot for stopping by. Hey Chi Chi, hey the Sleigh, and Ernie Stock Cruise, thanks so much for coming by. And we are trying to make it happen, painting the Chibi Bunny Unicorn real-time watercolor painting. And so right now I'm trying to get an underpainting that is going to look like glitter pink when we are done. So starting with white, and then we got a little bit of red here, so see if we can get a pink going. If you were watching my other live this morning, we were trying to do an apple. I think that's a good looking pink, so I'm just gonna touch here, and let's see. Oh, well, unfortunately, I'm gonna see first go like that, and
that's fair. It was
helps to have two hands. All right, that's looking good, and if you ask me, that's gonna be going totally pink pretty soon. Look at that, right? Oh, no, and we gotta start that. If we get that, but you block in where that nose and mouth is going to be, and I think that looks effective. And also now I'll grab a little more red here and try to be a little more assertive in pink color. And I want to, let's see if we can't just start the pink down here. Oh wow, that's good, right? I think we should take a little up here also.
try not to eat too much.
That looks good. And this is my first time trying to paint a chibi unicorn bunny, and so we are going to learn together. Okay, here I'm going to try to just come up here a little bit. That looks pretty good. So you know what we want to do? If you see this white space here, we definitely want a white space just like that right here. So maybe we should try to do that right now. So I'm actually going to take a smaller brush to do that because it's a critical juncture and we really have to get it right. So how about we take this, which is a garish ultramarine. See, look at that, and then we're going to mix that into our thing. And what we're trying to do is get a bold, first of all, you see the top edge right here. This, we're going to try to make negative space in this garish color right there. And here goes, very critical moment, and here it goes right there, all right. And up, and then here we need this white. Right here we need that white, and there we got it, and good. And now I want to lean back into the that color, the violet, and I'm just going to try to come up here with that.
Just doing my due diligence.
And this is not good what's happening there, but what we just gotta keep going on. This is our primary thing here, which is an urgent attempt at, I'm gonna take another brush, damp, and just try to move move this paint around a little bit. So it's a little bit more, innocent. We need innocent colors up here. And that is fine. And let's see, we can smear this up. And we don't want to go to the edge in this instance. Oh, I'm gonna leave that white. That looks really good. And come down here. We wanna pull this out. And that looks all right. Now I'm just taking like more or less water and I'm gonna go up here, try to pull this up, and this is going to become the top edge, and I think it looks fine. Definitely looks like it's going to be a unicorn horn protruding, right? So I would call that a win, and I'm going to try to lift off some of this paint here that is like migrating, and yeah, it wouldn't be my first choice to have that there, but I don't think it's killing us either. So here I'm going to grab this Payne's Gray because I want to have a little line right here just to say, hi, we are the bottom of the unicorn horn, which might not be such a great idea. We'll find out later. But, we're working hard to get that depth in there. This seems is damp, but I'm going to just go out on a limb here and try to start the eye since I have this gray here. And so let's just come here. I see metallic pink right there, which I think we might have a difficult time to depict that, but whatever. Let's just keep going, and we're trying to get the eye. I guess the eye should go down to here. This is going to be the eyeball, the pupil. And then we also need this to come out here. So let's give that a try. This is a critical juncture. This line here should be smooth. And are we getting it? Okay. Good enough. Not great, right? But it looks okay. So here, now we're going to try to get that white reflection right there. Got it. A little sloppy, and then that cross, I don't know if we really want that cross, but why not? We'll just try to hint at the cross and come down here, and I'm going to leave that pupil instead of a nice circle like they got on here. I got a double circle, which just looks fine to me. And here we just want to blend this so it's not like a two-tone thing. We want gradation going down. And I'm going to make this a little bit thicker right up here. It looks good. And I don't know why it's not round down here. I think they're going to try to make a little corner right there. Okay. I guess we're looking pretty eyeball right there, if you ask me. So let's hope we can get the same kind of success over on the other eyeball. And having said that, I'm ready to start. And so let's see if we can go right here. Getting the eyes on there is going to advance our, that does not look good. But it's going to advance our progression to a finished piece here. I'm trying to get this. I hope he's cross-eyed because he's certainly looking cross-eyed in the, oh, that's not good. Okay, well, whatever. And then we got the cross. Speaking of the cross, maybe it's not a cross, maybe it's a plus sign. And then here we want a round. And then what we want is to have the half moon shape in the bottom. And this is bad. Look at the way it's bleeding out. Oh well. I'm gonna come up here. Let's see if we can say that's the actual border. All right, that's weird. Now we got his eyes going in two different directions, which is not exactly a big plus, but whatever. Let's see. Just put some blue right here. And then when this is dry, we're gonna try to get a better line right there. And why don't we, I'm gonna see about that goofy smile. I hope this does not bleed. All right, that's supposed to be the goofy smile. I'm gonna try to get this will be the bottom of the goofy smile. And I guess why don't we just jump in and make that heart in the middle. I'm gonna take this, see if that's a good heart color. I think we need a little darker than that. All right, so. All right, it's a decent heart. And try to go much lighter. Let's see if we can come down here and do the thing again. That's the teeth. Oh yeah, it's looking okay, even though it's like a bit deformed. But it has an artistic watercolor look, doesn't it? I'm even gonna come up here and just try to fill this in. Looking good. Well, I think we're looking okay. Thanks for the single thumbs up, and I'm gonna take a break, and we are doing the chibi, what do you call it, from life, real-time watercolor painting. See you in a bit.